equity means being able to have the same rights and abilities as the next culture, that all people are able to see things on the same level or be able to share their identities in the same way, have the same rights to be able to share and exchange their identities and who they are.
The BIPOC community not only should have financial equity, but we should also have territory equity. People's homes should not be torn down because they can't afford to completely maintain them. For me, culture is the way I'm educated, the way I learn how to enjoy my family and my community. Culture is the way we eat, the way we dress, the way we think, the way we feel, being secure in our communities, not being afraid. That's culture.
When we have equity in our community, some of the things that come to mind would be transformative relationships, access and resources, making our net work, having affordable housing, being able to secure good paying jobs or careers. Cultural equity in the community looks like our voices being heard, folks in the community actually being at the table.
Cultural equity has to include the economic impact. In fact, I would change the name to be cultural economic equity. And the word culture also is an ambivalent term. You have the culture of oppression, you have the culture of alleged supremacy, then you have the culture of peace. So we use this term culture has really a number of valences, but in this context we want to kind of lift up the peace and healing aspect of culture, because at the essence culture is something to be nurtured and loved and sustained. But again, sometimes if you use the expression of even a dandelion, which is some people consider to be a weed, but also it's a very healing. You can make tea out of the dandelion. So it depends on how man nurtures, in my mind, the God-given ingredients that are available to us, and to make a healing culture rather than a genocidal culture. It's tough. See, the thing is, even that question is a fair question to ask what it would look like, but it will look like what we all will work for it to look like. So there's no one person view on it. My view, for example, of this building would be, if I look at this building and someone else looks at this building, they're going to see it differently. So it's a multivalent way of looking at the future. It's a collaborative way of looking at the future. It's a quantum way of looking at the future. So your imagination, our collective imaginations, if we meld and generate and respect and actually nurture our imaginations and our visions, and not to blackball a person's vision. When you talk about what things will look like, that means that implies innovation, creativity, and stimulating things.
I think New Haven will, Eric Clemens just said it, New Haven will look like a celebration, not just on a holiday, not just for a festival. It will look like that all the time if we're able to put this plan into place. It will look like we're celebrating every day.
So I work for the New Haven Symphony, which is one of the oldest organizations in the city. But I think it's so important when you are a well-resourced organization to be open to new ideas and to be in communication with the community to get a better sense of what will make the most impact. How can we be great partners here in town? Joy.
Life.
It's art.
Breathing.
Community.